This is Myra Elaine from the Buying Space channel. Today's my birthday. It's December 6th. And I wanted to explain why I feel blessed that my birthday is on December 6th. December 6th is St. Nicholas Day, which is the original Santa Claus. He was a bishop in the Catholic Church in Asia Minor in a place called Myra. When I was born, I was named after an aunt who actually didn't use the name Myra. And my parents were very, very, very not Catholic. They were Christian and they attended church, but it was not a Catholic church. And they did not know that it was St. Nicholas Day or that St. Nicholas was the Bishop of Myra. It was a coincidence. Later in life, I married a man whose middle name is Martin on November 10th, which is St. Martin's Day. My husband and I did not know. I learned all of this later in life. After I was born, I did not know as a child, and after I was married, and I did not know for years later about St. Nicholas Day or St. Martin's Day because I was not raised Catholic and it was just not part of my upbringing to study the saints. And now I have an appreciation for the Catholic Church and the history that they have brought us and the preservation of the scriptures. And most of that is good. There were some bad things that happened because of it, but the majority of it preserved Christianity. Also, I wanted to say that the legend of St. Nicholas is very little known. Christmas started because there was a man in Myra who had 3 daughters who came upon bad times, and he was afraid that his daughters wouldn't be able to get married. So they went to the local priest, who at that time was not St. Nicholas, and said, my daughters are not going to be able to be married, and they're going to live in poverty and might have to do things that young ladies shouldn't have to do to survive. And Nicholas found out about it, and he snuck in and left gold in the stockings hanging by the fireplace. And in the morning, the father or one of the girls found the gold, and they were like overjoyed. And so the oldest daughter got married. Well, time went by, and again, Nicholas went and put the gold for the dowry so the next young lady could get married in a stocking at the fireplace. And then she got married. And of course, he did it for the youngest daughter, who ended up getting married and living a wonderful, comparably wonderful life compared to what they would have lived without a dowry and being able to get married when they were young. So that's how Christmas started. And I've always said that I don't like people celebrating Christmas before Christmas Eve, but because it's not focusing on Christ. But the thing is, St. Nicholas focused his entire life on the gospel. And when the immigrants came over from Europe to the United States, they brought the story of St. Nicholas that then got changed to Santa Claus because of the language, because it was the name for Santa Claus was closer to the foreign word for St. Nicholas. And we ended up changing what Santa Claus looked like and what he did, away from what St. Nicholas actually did. I mean, it's a wonderful legend that became a myth, but it brings me peace to know the original Santa Claus, St. Nicholas, focused his life on Jesus Christ, on the gospel, and he became the Bishop of Myra. So I wish this season that you would share this information with your children about where Santa Claus really came from. Yes, he got mixed in with some pagan traditions, but the real Santa Claus, St. Nicholas, who was a bishop, who was a real man, focused his life on Jesus Christ. Please share that with your family so that the symbol of Santa Claus can become a symbol of a man who dedicated his life to Christ as the original St. Nicholas did, and share with them the gospel of Christ this season in honor of Santa Claus. Have a wonderful and blessed day, everyone.